All right, you guys, thank you so much for diving into our Monday night team call. We are in week 4 of the 90-day game plan, and it is our Blitz week. I'm super excited as I've just been mapping out a lot of rank advancements and a lot of excitement for this week. We are going to come back to our announcements and product spotlight and business spotlight in about 20 minutes. But I am more excited right now to bring on our guest trainer, who is someone that not only inspires all of us, I think he brings so much fun, authenticity, and integrity to our company. He's a role model in the industry. And you guys, if I were to go through all of he and Emily's bio, like we'd be on here for 20 minutes just listing their accolades. One of the things that's most influential is that they have helped 140,000 people. They're the youngest millionaires in our company. They've been with Isagenix less than 10 years. They're top 10 income earners. They have both trained with Eric Worre and just educated all network marketers about how to be a professional with this. And if you guys have never been to Team VisionCast website or followed Hayden on Instagram or his, videos that are online, a lot of times grab them and study him because he's a master. He's a master connector. He's a master person that can teach systems and duplication. And honestly, he just loves to serve. And messaging me a little bit today, like he got me all excited. And it's a gift to have someone that is not financially linked to any of us, could be doing all kinds of things, including watching Monday Night Football, and is on the call with us tonight. So Hayden, I'm going to just bring you on. And the first thing I'd love to do is just have you share your story. Like, How did you come into Isagenix? What did it do for you? And just let some people that have no idea who you are get to know you.
Absolutely. Lauren, thank you so much. And I seriously forgot about Monday Night Football, and I don't know what's wrong with me right now, and it's blowing my mind. And I know the Broncos are playing, though, so I apologize, you guys. I'm really sorry. But anyways, I got started a little over 8 years ago. I just graduated college. I was pre-med. I wanted to be a doctor to help people. So I took my MCAT, and then I had an opportunity to pursue professional football. NFL went on lockout. I ended up signing a contract to play arena football out in Utah. And within that contract, they said, we need you to put on weight. And I was like, well, I don't want to put on bad weight. I want to put on good weight, which meant putting on lean muscle. And I was somebody all throughout high school and college. I was trying everything at GNC, Vitamin Shop, bodybuilding.com, whatever had like the big muscle guy on it. I thought that was going to make me stronger, bigger, faster, all that stuff. And it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And I began to have this mindset of it's all the same. All the protein's the same. All the pre-workouts the same. Like, it's all the same. And Emily comes around and she's like, how about you try this? And I was like, Isagenix, like, no, like it looks lame. It looks girly. At the time, we didn't have any AMP products. Our performance products were Ionics and the grass-fed New Zealand whey protein. And guess what? Long story short, it was good enough. It was actually more amazing than all the other stuff I had ever tried. I thought I was going to use a 30-day money-back guarantee and get products for free for 30 days. And, I was going to be the one, laughing all the way home. And I'm happy to say I was proven wrong. I've been able to use these products every single day for the last a little over 8 years. And long story short, I put on the weight I needed to. I put on the lean muscle I needed to. Went out to training camp. Football ended up not working out. I came back home. I was still eating like I was playing football, but I wasn't working out and I wasn't playing football. So I put on some bad weight, and I got the nudge and said, hey, buddy, Isagenix has weight loss solutions too. There's probably only one or two people in your life that can actually say that to you, right? The one person in my life said that to me. I'm so happy that they stood in the fire. And I knew they were right. And so I got on our weight loss system. I started incorporating the cleanse and the other amazing products that we have. Released 25 pounds within that first system. Felt absolutely on fire. Now, that was my aha moment. Like, dang, these products like really work. If these work for me, why wouldn't they work for everybody else? At the same time, I got hit with student loan bills, and I'm looking for a way to make an extra, $400 to $500 extra dollars a month. While I'm working at this gym, and I decided not to go to medical school. I wanted to get out of the sickness industry and into the wellness industry, and realize that so much of what we do or don't put into our bodies is the results that we're getting. And I saw Isagenix as a more simple way of living a healthy lifestyle. Started sharing it with other people. Within a few months, I was able to make that extra $500 a month. I was like, man, this company is awesome. This is some supplementary income. And then I went out to an event in Phoenix in ICU and saw people just like, yourself and me, like, go across stage. Actually, there was no young people at the time. Like literally none. It was, I think the average age was like 50. And I was like, okay, seriously, nothing against anybody that's like older than me, or I'm getting old now. And I was like, if those people can do it, I can do this. Like, come on. And that was kind of the mindset that I had in a good competitive way. And when we got to work and we did it, and we failed a lot, but had a vision to really help people. We have a vision to create over 100 six-figure earners on our team. And that started, and that's how we spoke back then. And that's how we're still speaking today. And we're getting closer and closer to that number, but it's not something that we have to do. It's something that we get to do. It's a gift that we get to share with every single person I come across. And we educate, you decide, we support. Like, they get the decision. They get to at least make a decision. I don't get to make that for them. And so it's it's been a journey. We like Lauren said, we got to hit the 6-7 figure mark at the age of 26. That was also the first year that we made 7 figures. And it was all because of a 90-day game plan. Actually, there's 2 of them. Like, full on, like, eyes are cross-eyed at the end of the night. Like, what the heck are we doing? And I'll tell you what, is all worth it. All 100% worth it. And we've gotten to, we're in one with our team right now, and watching people have breakthroughs is the most gratifying thing ever. Getting plugged into the systems, it's like, listen to your mentors, listen to Lauren, like, listen to other leaders on the team. They're going to tell you the right things to do. Like, we're not going to tell you the wrong things to do. We've already done the wrong things. It's not as fun. But sometimes you're just going to get bullheaded and do your own thing and do the wrong things. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, you were right. And that's how we have to learn sometimes. So you guys, trust the process. It's beautiful growth process. I absolutely love everything that this company represents. It's personal growth with the compensation plan attached behind it, and still growing and learning every single day, but doing it in a community like this where people are uplifting and want you to get better. I can't think of a better place to be able to do that. So I'm so excited to be here tonight.
That's so awesome. You guys already in like 5 minutes. I'm like, Lauren, I probably can't type fast enough in this chat, but I love that you say you get to do this. The personal development with the compensation plan that we educate, they decide, we support. I mean, that is so, so, so powerful. And if there's one thing that I want you to hear right away from Hayden's story, is that he's not selling anybody. He's like, we get to share this. We get the opportunity to invite people to take a look. And if they want the products, they want the business, cool. And if not, it has nothing to do with Hayden. It has nothing to do with his vision to have, 100 six-figure income earners. Like, do you see how bold that is? But he sees that he can serve people, not what he's gaining from them. So that's so powerful. I know you guys are in for a treat, because Hayden's going to chat with you a little bit on how he gets new associates started and just these brand new steps for a new customer or someone who's actually getting back into the business, if they're recommitting to their business. But before you do that, I want to just ask you 2 questions.
Yes.
Because I always like to just pick leaders' brains, and Hayden does not know that this is coming. The first one is like, what is like the number 1 or maybe top 2, like, just wall kicking moments you've ever experienced in your business early on or even later on? And how did you overcome that? Like, what was it that allowed you to just persevere and stay aligned with your journey? I'll ask both of them, and then you can answer them, so I can just let you keep talking.
Yeah.
And then the second one would be, if you could go back and tell your younger self, whether that was your first year in the business or your second year in the business, or even your 3rd or 4th year, all the wisdom that you know now, like, what would you say? Because that's where a lot of these people are. Some are a couple weeks, couple months old, but a lot of them are here 2 to 3 years, and just that, like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Like, what am I doing? And navigating through that space.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You might have to remind me of the second one again, because I might just start talking like crazy. But anyways, okay. Wall kicking moment. There's so many of them. But one I think that relates to a lot of people is, in the beginning, I was like dragging people, like dragging them, like, you have to do this, or telling them you get to do this, but like dragging them along, and they didn't even want it. Like, they didn't want it. They're just kind of like along for the ride. And I started like doing their business for them. And they were like, oh, I got these people. I was like, I'll talk to them for you. I'll do it for you. And like not involving them. And I began to like they had a pretty good business going, like cycling 10 times a week, 20 times a week. I would go like travel to their people. They wouldn't show up. And I was like, why? They're like not grateful. And I got so upset. I got so mad because it was like, they don't realize what I am doing for them. You know, me. They don't realize. And it's like, no, it's not the point. And it caused a rift. It caused fights. And it was like, I wanted this person so bad to step into leadership because I could see it so much for them. And I was going to do everything I could to drag them across the finish line. And at the end of the day, they just didn't want it. They didn't want it. And it's not up to me to like make somebody be a leader. It's not up to me to make somebody be somebody that they don't want to be. And that was my wall kicking moment, being like, you can't make anybody do anything. You can't want it more for them than they want it for themselves. Because if you do that, you're just going to get frustrated. And the silver lining is I met so many great people because of that person, that those are the people I get to work with now. And I stopped like trying to drag that person with and just like let them go. And now they've, like there's some like really big blessings in this compensation plan. And I got to work with people on their inside and their outside and whatever you want to call it. It doesn't freaking matter. I'll work with anybody on my team that like wants to do this now. Like, I don't care, but that person makes a multiple six-figure income and they haven't been to an event in probably 5 or 6 years. They don't return calls. They don't return, nothing. And so releasing that was one of the biggest blessings that I've ever, had in my life. But also there's a lot of our blessings come with big wall kicking moments. So I would say just don't drag people. Don't want it more for them than they want it for themselves, and find the people that are hungry, because that's when you get to have a lot of fun doing this business and moving forward. I could go through wall kicking moments all night, but for time's sake, I'll go to what would I tell my younger self, right? Okay, perfect. Awesome. What would I tell my younger self? It would really be to trust the process and fail forward. Learn the skills that it takes. My favorite resource for that is the book Go Pro by Eric Worre. I think it puts everything in the most simplistic terms, and it resonated with me the most. And it resonates with a lot of people because it's not like jargon. It's not network marketing jargon. It's not mumbo jumbo. It is teaching us how to have authentic conversations. And if you haven't been to a UIA with David Wood yet, get your butt there. Like, absolutely go. Learn how to be a normal person again. Learn how to just connect with people and have fun doing this. Because when you start like judging and basing your fun off of results that you're getting in the business, it can get really frustrating at times. And I'm a very results-driven person, and so I can speak from experience. But don't be results-driven, be action-driven. I would tell myself, don't act out of fear, act out of vision. And don't get caught up in, the small day-to-day stuff. Get focused on what is your long-term vision. Like, I decided right away from the beginning, and maybe you haven't decided this, so I'm going to tell your younger self this, is commit to 5 to 7 years, of like actually doing this, not like in and out, but consistently doing this 5 to 7 years. Like, is it worth it from you 5 years from now to have a 6-figure residual income? If it takes that long, is it worth it to you? Like the HE double hockey sticks? Yes, of course. Yeah, it is. Is it worth it to you if it takes 7 years? It was worth it to me if it took 10 years to create a 6-figure income residually through Isogenics. I committed to that. And that is one thing that kept me in the game, that kept me driving and kept us driving and going, was to be able to do that. So that's what I would tell my younger self and your younger self as well.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I so agree. I actually said that in Nashville. I said when I signed up, I was in the 10-year plan. Like, that's how long I'd gone to school for 2 bachelors and 2 masters to wind up broke. And I saw it. I saw the compensation plan and I was like, that's not going to happen overnight. But that is like my only way out. And you guys, that's so true. I remember Kathy Coover saying to me early on that one of the biggest mistakes people make in network marketing is that they vastly overestimate the amount of money they can make in years 1 or 2. and even more so vastly underestimate what they can make in years 10 and beyond.
Yes.
And Hayden just touched on that. If you guys can get past, like, I'm only cycling one time or two times or whatever right now, and know that that's going to grow and going to grow and going to grow, and imagine every single, Monday from year 10 on to be able to get a paycheck with $2,000, $3,000 every single week. Like, that's what we've seen possible with our founders and many people that have stuck with this. So before you hop off, share with us, what is the goal? What's your step process for either recommitting a business builder or getting someone really started into this the right way?
Absolutely. I want to emphasize too, like what you said is be grateful for every single cycle. Like that's a blessing. Those are lives being changed because that's what our products do. That's what our company does is we change lives, we enhance lives. And it's exciting. So if somebody's cycling one time, like that's a blessing. That's huge. That's an extra, almost $3,000 a year residually. That's incredible. Okay. So like getting started process, this is something we just cut down. I was like, we've been doing this too long and people are getting confused and a confused mind does nothing. And our compensation plan is actually very simple. Okay. It's not easy, but it's simple. Okay. It's getting people started, helping them find two, one on the left, one on the right. That's it. Duplicating that over and over and over and over and over again. And if you can duplicate that more, you're going to grow even faster. And so our resource, teamvisioncast.com, what I did was launch your business. Myself and my business partner, Oliver, we did a 12 to 15 minute video, bringing somebody through our getting started sheet. It's a front and back. That's it. Okay. And whether you're getting started or you're trying to restart, you do the same thing. Okay. You do the same thing over and over again. It goes through your why. Like if you don't know your why right now, get connected to that. Okay. Cause that's going to bring you through the mud. That's going to bring you through the sticky parts, the hard parts. So we go through that. We have some probing questions. And then also on that site too, I just want to get my products paid for. Emily and Holly did some amazing videos on how can I just get my products paid for. Okay. And then from there, on this getting started sheet, it helps you set the dates because we need tangible goals in order to grow our business. If we don't have like tangible dates, goals, like what are you measuring? Like, how do you even know? You're like, oh, I might do a launch party or I might do a Zoom or I'll do it in a week. I'll do it in 2 weeks. Well, pretty soon a week or 2 weeks becomes a month. It becomes 2 months. It becomes 6 months. And you're like, shoot, like I did celebration like 5 months ago and I didn't do anything I said I was going to do because we didn't set any dates. We didn't have any tangibles to go off of. So you set your dates, okay, in home and online, okay, a both and situation because we have technology. It's beautiful, but there's nothing that's going to replace human connection. Okay, that's never going to replace that. So if you can do that, amazing. You invite to that first. Oh my gosh, I can't make it. Oh, great. Well, Wednesday night, or say I'm doing it on Tuesday. Great. Wednesday night, I'm doing it virtually. What do you have going on? Oh, awesome. You can get on that. Perfect. Okay. And then we make a list of your 10 easiest people. Okay. They're going to do anything with you. Okay. Or so you think, right? 10 easiest people and then your 10 best people. Okay. And you can go look at it, download the sheet, super easy. And you're going to reach out to them because when a brand new person is getting started, sometimes it can be really overwhelming doing one-on-one meetings. And I don't know about you, but I had a huge problem with rejection. Hearing the word no, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst person. They hate me. I suck. Like you just get in this constant cycle of beat up and it has nothing to do with you. Well, here's how we mitigate that is we get 10 people in a room. You get your upline, your sponsor, whoever helped got you started. They come in. You get to leverage their knowledge. You get to leverage their info. Okay. And 10 people in the room, let's say 4 of them say no, 5 of them say yes. One is like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I want to do yet. You're not bothered by the ones that said no. You're excited about the ones that said yes. And the ones that said no are going to start to get jealous and be like, why didn't I do this? That was stupid. Okay. Instead of going through, you might do 10 one-on-one meetings, and then you might go through 8 no's before you get your first yes. And that can be demoralizing. And most people won't go through 3 no's. They quit. Okay. And so this has been something that has really helped jumpstart a lot of people's businesses, but help them have success right away, get paid and promoted, helping people have those small wins. And that's what we've been relaunching people and doing it over and over again because it's simple. If you do those things, your business is going to grow. All the other stuff starts to take care of itself. We get to earn while we're learning and bonus pools and going to director, going to executive. That's all going to happen as you're creating consultants. So You guys, thank you so much. Lauren, you're amazing. Your team is incredible. I could feel the fire, like I'm getting more fired up just looking at all your faces. So thank you for bringing that energy back. I'm going to say go Broncos.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being on, you guys. I'm going to unmute you just so Hayden can like hear all of you, and send him some love, but don't hang up. We're not done yet. Just like, I want him to just be able to hear.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hayden.
Thank you, Hayden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hayden. Have a great night. You guys stay on. We got just a few minutes left. Bye, Hayden. Thank you so much.
Guys.
All right, I muted and unmuted real fast. Are you guys not fired up? Like, so good. Like, it's so simple. And Trisha, I saw your note. Yes, I'm gonna save the chat. There's great notes in there, you guys. It's so good. So just a couple real updates, and then I definitely want to do our product spotlight and our business spotlight. Salted caramel is not sold out. I want to remind you guys how to be smart with this, right? All BV matters. All BV is really, really good. So I had a girl, she messaged me earlier. She said, okay, I'm not spending $90 for salted caramel. And I was like, what? Like, where are you looking, you know? And she said, for me to reactivate my account and pay for shipping, it'd be 90 bucks. And I said, is there anything else you want right now? She said, no, I just really want to try this flavor. I said, awesome. Give me your credit card and shipping address. I'll order it through my account and I'll ship it and bill it to you, right? It's still BV. I don't have to enroll that person, but get her salted caramel. Maybe she'll love it so much that when the next seasonal comes out, she wants to try other things. You guys can also do that with people in your downline's account. So if let's say I have Shauna who had enrolled Marla, and she, you know, had someone who was maybe not ordering as much on the other side, that they were short a little bit to get her back to a consultant, I could be like, hey, Shauna, tell Kristen I'm going to run some salted caramel through her account. It benefits her, it benefits the team. It's billed and shipped to me, right? So now Shauna's back to consultant. The BV goes through the tree. My girl gets her shake. Didn't have to pay $90 for it. I just want to remind you guys to be really, really, really strategic with how you do this, but it's not sold out. So post the recipe. If many of you have ordered it, you have it, talk about it. Give a sample to somebody until it's sold out, right? Like if you make that shake at home and no one knows you made that shake at home, no one's gonna buy it from you. So just remember it's here and it's available. The AMP line, all I can tell you guys right now is stay tuned. There's some updates. There's some new things coming out. There's gonna be like a new AMP product. You're gonna go bananas. I can tell you this, you're gonna go bananas. So start talking to people about it. Start building relationships with your energy people, with your performance people. I will give you a hint. The sugar content and hydrate is gonna make us all happier. That's one hint. That's what you guys are gonna get right now, okay? But start building those relationships. Denver is having an event this Thursday. If you guys know anybody in Denver, or if you're in Denver, get there. It's me and Chris Nish and Jenny Zook. First hour is an opportunity meeting. The next 2 hours is a business training. It's connecting, it's compensation, and it is, I forgot. But it's 3 hours with the panel. I was like, what? It's connecting, it's the compensation plan, and it's a panel. Like, but it's gonna be real intimate. It's in a community workspace. It'll be fun. It will definitely sell out because we don't have tons and tons of seats. But I'm excited. So get there. If you guys are not from here but have people in Denver, the first hour is for guests. Chris Nish has 15 years of experience. He can talk to men, especially who are skeptic about network marketing as a business. Then obviously my background from the products, like this is something you want to get to. And on October 5th, I'm doing a Super Saturday with a couple other leaders. And I think that the new CMO for marketing is going to be here. That's not confirmed, but that's going to be an amazing event. For our West Coast people, thank you, because of Anushka and Jules and Kisa and Danielle. We're doing a Your Ideal Life West Coast tour. So I have the privilege and honor of going from San Diego up to San Francisco, and I'm going to grab these girls along the way. We're doing a whole bunch of opportunity meetings, a whole bunch of business trainings. I'm planting the seed because even though a lot of you are not in California, you all know people in California. We're covering the whole freaking state. So when you see this flyer, start talking to people and get them to come hang out with us. It's going to be super fun and super awesome. The Bring the Party promotion that we had going on, for those of you that knew that if you did an event, you got some enrollment codes or you got a $50 product code, that's going away on the 15th. So you have got to get your virtual or in-home up by the 13th. In order to still benefit from those codes. So if you were on the fence and didn't do a launch party next week, you still have a few more dates to be able to benefit from that promotion before that goes away. ICU, don't forget those tickets are discounted right now. I'm sorry, not ICU, NYKO and Celebration. So NYKO and Celebration only $169. Go in, grab those tickets. Like, they're only going to go up from there. I would grab a couple extra, you know, have the vision you're bringing people with you, have them pay you for them or gift them to you later on. And I'm actually going to invite Kisa out to the call, and then we're going to cover our product spotlight and business spotlight. But Kisa crushed her virtual party and her Freedom Dreamers page, like crushed it. Like, and I had seen this done when we created a new Facebook page, but I was fascinated how she did it within a group that was already existing. And so I asked her, hey, will you do that in our preview page? Because there's so many people in there from all of us. So Kisa, if you could just hop out for a second and talk about kind of what that looked like and when we're thinking about doing that, and just that people can start promoting or adding people to that page and what that looks like, that would be amazing.
Yeah, of course. Before I do that though, I just have to say congratulations on getting engaged yesterday. Well, this weekend, right? This weekend. So you can't unmute everyone, I guess.
Thank you.
We're all clapping on the quiet. But anyway, so I have an existing page. Or you want me to talk about the one I did or the one we're doing in preview?
Like basically what you did in Freedom that we're going to redo in preview.
Okay. So basically I just followed an outline that had between 20 and 25 pre-written posts that had corresponding either photos, videos, video links, or article link, and asked 7 different people from my team who would help. And I created a schedule that was like every, 3 to 4 minutes, a new person is posting something. And so, it's 20 to 25 posts going through the page. But what's nice instead of starting a new page, what was nice for our page is that we have a lot of people in there already. I think close to 800 are in that page from my team. And so that's people that have previously been enrolled with us, or currently enrolled, or I've let like anyone on my team add people to that group, just like the preview page. So they don't have to be enrolled, they can be prospects. And so when we did that, it was nice because let's say they didn't necessarily enroll this time around, but they're added to that page now and they get to see the posts as they come through. So maybe timing isn't great for them now, maybe 6 months, a year down the road, or a couple weeks it might be. So that was the benefit to doing that versus starting a brand new page. Because I think when you start a brand new page, sometimes you do the event and then you never post in there again. So those people that didn't enroll or that you didn't add to the preview page are just kind of gone if you don't follow up with them.
And just to piggyback on that, the algorithm, because there's so much activity at one point, those posts are going to get more exposure. So instead of just like inviting someone or putting up a recipe, because it's in this timeline and all the same people are liking and commenting it and engaging on it, it's going to get a lot of traction. So people that may or may not typically see what happens in preview, they're going to get all those notifications. So people that are kind of dormant in that page are like, what's happening? Like, what's all this going on? Like, it's going to trigger their notifications. So it's brilliant. Sorry, keep going.
Oh, no, that's fine. And then, there was such a variety of posts, whether it be about the shakes or about the cleanse or about new moms or about the products for kids or about the amp line or about the business aspect and the income opportunity. So it really covers. I didn't come up with the timeline or like any of the posts or anything. So I can't take credit for that. But what's great is that they're pre-written. So you really just have to copy and paste in there. And it covers just pretty much everything Isogenics related. So one post is probably at least going to grab one person that's in that page. We're going to do it on Wednesday. I have a post in Dreamers in Action. It's going to be Wednesday at 6:00 Pacific time. So that's 7 Mountain Standard Time and then 9 p.m. Eastern. And it will run from 6 to 7. So if you want to participate and you're available during that time, go ahead and comment in the Dreamers in Action post that I did so that I can get everyone, at least 1 or 2 posts that they can put up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I super, super, super appreciate that. And we're just working in reverse tonight, you guys, but that's because I was not going to miss the opportunity to get Hayden when I was like blocking out for the next 12 weeks, who our guest speakers were. Like, it was like, yes, this is the time I can do it. I'm like, done. I don't care what I have to restructure. That was so good. So Danielle, I know you're still on the call. Will you please join us and share our amazing product spotlight of the week in addition to salted caramel?
In addition to salted caramel, I wasn't told that part, but I love salted caramel.
No. I just mean like, because I've been talking about salted caramel. I want to like talk to your thunder on our actual product spotlight.
I was going to be on the fly. Okay, the product spotlight tonight is our isobiome, which, how many of you use isobiome? Yeah, okay, so when it was launched at NYKO, I was sitting next to people and like looking left, looking right. I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. So when I did start using it and started feeling so incredible, that was just a go for me. And I still don't know that I all the way understand it, but I definitely know that I feel great using it. There are two products within the isobiome package. That's the probiotics and the digestive enzymes. And there's two personalized formulas. So you can either use the vegetarian, if you're a vegetarian diet package, or you can use the conventional. And what they are is that I'll go through the probiotics first. So for the probiotics are live microorganisms that support overall health by diversifying the gut flora. And this is where I was like, I don't know what that is. And essentially, gut flora is the microorganisms that go through your tract. And so this diversifies it by adding to it, which is awesome. And then how they work, it supports health promoting friendly bacteria for a healthy microbiome. And it balances your digestive system, supplies a diversity of probiotic bacteria, and supports the immune system, as well as long-term overall health. So those were really the ones that I didn't understand and now do a little bit more and have studied up a little bit more on that. Where I have really recognized a difference is with the digestive enzymes. And that is, like I said, the proteins that initiate chemical reactions in the body, like digestion. I've always kind of had not a very healthy gut. And that's one of those things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And through this process, I've gotten a little more comfortable talking about it and just realizing like, wow, I was really not healthy. Like my gut was not healthy. My bowel movements were not healthy, like all of those different things. And this is definitely something that supports that healthy digestion and improves the nutrient absorption and provides digestive comfort. And it can be used on both the shake and the cleanse days. And I have used it religiously since I purchased it and will never go back. Have never felt better.
So good, you guys. And I'm like trying to type in the chat here too. I love that, and I love the takeaways. And one of the ways I have always described the isobiome, just in simplicity from being my nutritional background, is people say, well, do I need them both? You can buy them individually, but it's like shampoo and conditioner. So the shampoo of the enzymes is more like in your stomach and small intestine, helping you break down the food so that you don't have gas and bloating and absorb everything you're eating. It's just not moving through you. And the conditioner, which is more for your large intestine, that's where all the good bacteria is that does all the benefits that Danielle talked to us about. So, yeah, so I just had to add that on. And I appreciate everything you said. And there's so many sound bites, but I always have just learned to talk about nutrition in the way that people understand it. So when they say, oh, I just want this or I just want that, reminding people that we do shampoo and conditioner, and that's how they kind of work so well together. So last but not least, you guys, it is my favorite thing to have a business spotlight. And sometimes it's a brand new person that came out of the gates and enrolled 4 new people, and everyone's like, what? Like, how'd they do that? And sometimes it's a seasoned veteran, right? Sometimes it's someone who's been with us for a really long time, but like, what has shifted? Like, where have they really, really, really gained momentum? And I'd love to bring Laura out to the call tonight because she is doing that right now. And last week, I mean, she just went above and beyond. Not only did she have 1 event, she had 2 events. Her downline had events. And it's like watching the ripple effect and watching her growth. And I will say, and I want her to share what she's doing, but just from watching her, number one, there has been a massive focus on other people. You know, there was a period of time where I remember Laura chasing a cycle and Laura kind of chasing a rank, and she's so excited for this opportunity. And I've literally watched it transform her life, that she's on a mission to have as many people grab a hold of it. And the time that she is spending to get to know people and pour into them and saying, regardless on what this is doing for me, I'm here to help you. Like the domino effect is just going. The effort the dedication, but the word that I know Laura will touch on that I have seen, not just this month, not this 90-day game plan, not this year, is consistency. For over 5 years, Laura has consistently been on team calls. Like, I don't ever remember her not being on. The woman had a pulmonary lung clot. That's what pulmonary is, lung clot, on Thanksgiving a few years ago, and she sold a value pack. Like, consistently she gets to events. Consistently she does personal development. And watching that over and over and over, just like Hayden said, she wasn't in this for a 10-week fix. It was the 10-year plan. And I have had the privilege and honor of 5 years of just really watching her excel. So I'm going to shut up and let you just kind of talk a little bit in a way that I know that you can relate to the team and pour into them, because in this 90-day game plan, if people can duplicate what you're going to do, what you're doing, this whole team's rank advancing.
Well, Lauren, I will tell you that it has been a blast doing this with you. Not every day has been perfect, but it has always been super fun. And I was a hot mess in the beginning, and Lauren, we love to tell this story. When I got started, I literally had no idea what I was doing. So I didn't come with any skills. I had never been in a direct sale company. I'd never been in network marketing. I had sworn the direct sale industry off completely. And when Isagenix landed in my lap, I didn't know in the beginning what it was. Hold on for me 1 second.
Well, to be determined, that was like an epitome of a cliffhanger. I thought she had like a Facebook ding or something like that, but she actually put us on hold. So, all right, she's back.
I didn't realize my laptop's not plugged in and it's dinging low battery. So I just yelled to Keith to go get it. The one thing that I knew, I saw the opportunity that I had my fingers on. Like I caught that vision really early on, and I knew you're the best. You're the best. Thank you. I saw the vision and I saw what this could be. And I went to an event that Lauren literally berated me into going. Like, there's no other way to explain it. Like, she's like, no, you're going. No, you're going. No, you're going. And I went very early on, and I saw people there that had accomplished great things with Isagenix. And when I saw that, I knew I had gold at my fingertips. I didn't have any of the skills. I didn't know what I was doing, but I looked at people and I said, if they can do it, I can do it. There's nothing magical or special about these people that are creating these lives and building these businesses. So I'm going to be coachable, and I'm going to learn what I need to learn. I never took offense when Lauren said, your post sucks, take it down. Don't do this, do that. Like, I just knew she was telling me what she was telling me. And Hayden mentioned this. Like, if someone's coaching you in this business, they're coaching you out of love because they want you to be successful. This is such a team sport. And it's one of the reasons I love this business so much is you're only successful if you want your team, if you help your team be successful. I could never have success if I didn't lock arms and wrap my arms around so many other people and have them be successful. So when Lauren was coaching me and other people were coaching me, they were doing it because they wanted the best for me. They wanted me to have success. And I caught on to that really quickly. So I sucked up everything. I want every training call, everything. Anybody who would give me feedback, anybody who would tell me what to do. I just was a sponge. And I was just determined, okay, well, that didn't work very well. Let me try this. Okay, that didn't work very well. Let me try this. Hey, what do you think I should do about this? And it started with one cycle, right? The first time I cycled, I was like, I made $54, right? And then it was 2 cycles, and then it was 3 cycles. And then I realized the power of finding other people that wanted what I wanted and doing it with them. And I am on such a mission right now to find people that want this business opportunity. I spent so long talking about the products. I love these products. I'll talk about them till the day I die. I am obsessed with them. But this opportunity is going to change people's lives far more than our products ever will. People need this so badly. And I have played small in the sharing the opportunity component, and I'm done with that. So I am so on fire right now to take this opportunity and help so many people get out of debt, create freedom. If I hear one more mom crying about dropping her newborn baby off at daycare, it's like ripping my heart out, right? I have a solution for them. They don't have to live that life. They can create the freedom they want. The key is you can't be in and out of this game. You cannot. You have to show up. And I always say, if I don't do this, what would I do? Like, I think for a second, if I had to get up to an alarm clock at 5 o'clock in the morning and shower and go to a job, I don't know what I would do. That fires me up to get up at 6 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock, right? And get my workout in and get in my office and get busy. I don't want to get up to an alarm clock anymore. So, some days when I have to dig deep on my why, I think about that. I think about those mornings. My alarm went off at 4:15 in the morning. I sat an hour and a half's worth of shitty, horrible traffic. For what, right? For what? To miss my kids, to miss my life. I can commit to doing something consistently every single day that will change my life and my family's life forever. So if you're having a bad day, remember why you're doing this. The why part, it's so important. Why are you doing this? And it's not like because I want to help people. I mean, that's lovely. But at the end of the day, that's really not why you're doing it. It has to be rooted in why it is for you and your family. If you're riddled in debt, if you don't know how you're going to retire, like, that's a why, right? That's a why. For me right now, my husband's unemployed and I'm the only one bringing income in right now, right? So my why has gotten bigger. I got a kid in college and another one about to go, and we got a retirement to plan for. And I am on fire to retire my husband as fast as I can so he never has to go back to corporate America. I got a big why. I'm going to be consistent. So here's what I'd say. Don't say it's hard. This business is not hard. You have to be consistent. You have to be coachable every single day. You can't be like, well, I don't feel like it this week, right? If you had to create a second income and you had to go punch a clock somewhere, you have to show up. The same thing here. If you need supplemental income, if you need $500 extra a month, you got to show up, right? Otherwise, you can go wait tables, but guess what? You got to show up to wait the tables. This will pay you for the rest of your life if you just show up. Show up and be consistent. Okay, that's all I got.
So good. I love it. I really, really, really do. And I'll just piggyback on that, because we talk about this. I'm the same way. Like, I don't have a plan B. I'm never joining another company. Like, the only person more loyal to Isagenix than me, I feel like, is the Cougars. Like, that's how in it I am. Like, the amount of companies that are like, hey, you were successful here. Look at this. Look at Kiani. Look at Bitcoin. Look, and I'm like, my blinders are on. It's like on from other leaders. It's on from the distractions. Like, this is it. And I have seen my boyfriend, my even fiance, go through some job changes, like, right? And the same thing, like resentment of someone demanding things out of him and him being torn of like, I have to go get my kid. Like, my kid needs me, but I'm supposed to be in this meeting. And, there's flexibility that we have here, but you've got to earn that, right? Like, there has to be the long-term dedication. And this business is not easy always, and there are wall-kicking moments. So I wanted Hayden to talk about it because everybody has them. No one got lucky. But it is always choose your heart. And we're bringing this up because we are in week 4 of the 90-day game plan, you guys. Today is like day 21, and there's already people checked out. Like, how are you going to make it to day 90 if you haven't even made it to day 30? We have 3 30-day sprints. Week 1 and 2 are enrolling. Week 3 is launch party. Week 4 is blitz week. And we repeat. And today's day 21. You got to say, am I as fired up as I was day 1? Do I look at my vision board and say, I'm committed to getting there. I'm committed to getting on calls. I'm committed to reaching out to people. I'm committed to doing the IPA sheet. I'm committed to 3-way calls and ATMs and launch parties. Or are you committed to being broke? Are you committed to being unhappy? Are you committed to saying no to all the things you want to be able to say yes to? And both Laura and I right now can speak to the overwhelm. We can speak to the anxiety, but I will tell you, we don't express it. Number one, we are not here to dump that on people. Like, we want to listen to other people, but we're here to serve, right? And both of us have this, like, we want to light other people's lights up. Like, we want to leave people better. And so sometimes we vent to each other. Sometimes we all have our close circle that you've got to talk about family issues, friend issues, relationship issues. But when we go to work, we go to work. And we go to work determined, committed, and focused on what other people want. I just had a girl, and she listens to this recording. She's not on my team. She's going to know I'm talking about her. But she just messaged me. If I could read this to you, you guys would already see the flaws in it. But she goes, I need this so bad. I'm desperate for a new car. My cycles are down. My whole team is quitting. I'm not making any money. Like, the whole thing is about herself. And I just wrote back to her and I said, sweetheart, I'm getting on my team call. I've got to go. The best advice I have is stop focusing on what people are doing for you and start focusing on what you can do for them. I said, if you get to know what they need, the car they need, the cycles they need, yours are going to grow faster than you can even imagine. So Laura and Danielle, thank you for being our spotlights tonight. You guys, if you have the time, message Hayden. Like, he's on Facebook. He doesn't have an assistant running his Facebook account. It's him. Send him a message, like, tell him what you learned, tell him how valuable that is. That man is making close to $2 million a year. He does not have to do this, but he is where he is because he loves on people. And we are fired up for Rank Advancement Week. So whether you're going 5-cycle, you're going director, you're going executive, you want to help someone go manager, like, absolutely, like, let's just go. Like, this is one of those weeks. Crock-pot dinners, you might not shower, you're getting up later, you're getting up earlier. I did not know my weekend was going to change the way it did yesterday, and I did not work at all yesterday. That's actually not true. My friend Deanna's on here. I did help her get consultant because I helped her order smarter and set up her daughter instead of just ordering more salted caramel through her account. However, outside of that, I really did not work. But when we came home and, like, Ryan fell asleep, I was, like, fired up because I'm like, I'm going into Blitz Week and I haven't touched my business. I was up till 3:30 this morning. From midnight till 3:30, I scheduled all those posts that have been popping up today about the contest. I was messaging people on the Peloton page, right? And I was like, hey, like, I want to talk to you. I'm sorry I was off the grid yesterday, but, like, you know, I was like that part because I love this. I love helping people. I love it the first week when people say, I've already lost 5 pounds, right? When, like, I gave a girl an Ionix packet yesterday on the hike, and she texted me. She goes, is it possible I felt better immediately after you gave that to me? Yes, our products work, right? Do you know how many people on this team call got paid today? Like, if you got paid today, write in the chat, right? And if some of you are going to get paid next day, but if you got paid today, like, oh my gosh, I got paid. Isagenix pays you every single Monday. That is the part that, like, when we go into Blitz Week, you guys are going to have, like, the most fun stories. Like, when you realize what that did, Keith Williams cycled 5 times last week. Was $600 that he's never had. He was like, what? Like, he texted me his paycheck today. Like, it's amazing. So hold on to that, you guys. It's not about you. It's literally about what you do for others. Do you guys see this? Jess got paid. Paula got paid. Shauna got paid. Jenny got paid. Laura got paid. We're not making this up. And it's honestly, like, how many people need this? So I'm going to end this call because we all can go reach out to other people not watching football games and help them get paid and help them get healthy. So I love you guys. Thank you for being on here. Send some love to Hayden. Hope to see you Denver people on Thursday, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Good night.